Hi there. In this video we are going to show you how to get a CentOS 8 VM server free for life. This server is hosted on the cloud, so it will always be available to you on the internet. We are also going to show you how to set up the server and also how to install Apache web server so that you can use this as a blog server, and in later lessons we will also install Apache Tomcat and use the Tomcat to install Java applications which we'll deploy on the server, and we will also learn in future lessons how to deploy microservices, Spring Boot microservices on this server. And without further ado, let's go into the installation procedure. Although it all starts here, I suggest you watch this video first. I will give you a link to download a PDF file, and the PDF file will give you all the instructions you need. The reason that I say that is if you make a mistake and you leave something out, you will not be able to add it back to your VM. So if you don't add the right amount of memory or the right amount of CPUs, or you leave one of the steps out, you won't be able to fix that. So I suggest you watch the video, you download the document that I'm going to give you, and then you read that document through first. And at that stage, you'll be able to make the installation flawlessly. It all begins here on this site. You need to click the Start for Free button, and then here you will fill in the territory, the country where you are located, name, surname, and the email address. At this stage through, you will fill in the form. It will ask you to put in your credit card. As long as you use the service that I'm going to show you, it will always be free. You will never be debited. You will be given 300 euros or $300 of credits to add things onto your server so you can try things out. But after the trial period, if you add anything to your server, you may need to pay for that. That's the only reason why they want your credit card. So you need to go through this process and sign up. Once you've signed up, it will allow you to log in. Once you've completed the process, it will then bring you to this screen. You will be able to create your first virtual machine. So you look here for launch resources, create virtual machine. At this stage, it will give you a machine name. Don't bother to change that. Now that you have an instance, we can now go and edit the shape. So that's the first thing we want to do is click the edit here. You see by default it's an Oracle machine. We want to change that. And then we want to select a CentOS machine. So we select that. By default it will be CentOS 8, which is fine. Whatever you do, do not hit the create button because there's more we need to do. Having selected the CentOS machine, we need to then click to select the image. So now we have done that. After we have set the image as CentOS, we need to change the shape for the CPU, and we will select our CPU as AMD is fine. What you need to do is you need to click on burstable. With burstable selected, I can select 8 CPUs and 32 gig of RAM. We will need SSH keys to allow you to connect to the server. And if you are not running a Linux machine, you will want to install PuTTY on your Windows machine. So to do that, do a Google search for PuTTY, and you want to get the first one, putty.org. So you will go there, and there you download PuTTY. I've already got PuTTY installed on my machine, so I'm not going to install it. After you have installed PuTTY, we will use a program called PuttyGen to generate the SSH key. So in my computer, if I'd search for PuttyGen, it will bring up the app. And it's as simple as this. You press the generate button. You need to move your mouse, otherwise this thing is going to wait forever. So now that I've done it, it asks you for a passphrase. You just don't enter anything in here. Press the generate button and move the mouse again. Now you can save the public key and the private key. We will use the public key to put it on the server. You will see how we use the public key to add it to your server. And 32 gig of RAM for our CPU. The next thing we need to do is go and put in our SSH keys. So I'm going to use paste public keys, and then in here you will paste the key, whatever it is. So you will paste your key in there, and then you will add another key and paste it in there. You want to do this for all the machines that are going to connect to it. However, as long as you have one machine connecting to it, you can go in to the Linux, and from the Linux we can add additional SSH keys. After doing that, we need to look at the boot volume. So let's specify a custom boot volume size. We will set the boot volume to 500 gig, and we will also increase the performance to 20. At this point in time, you can hit the create button and it will generate the VM for you. I'm not going to do it on my side because I already have a VM, but I will then show you the next steps. After you've created your account, you will automatically be logged in. However, when you want to use the system, you'll go to the same URL and just click this button to sign in. And it'll bring you to one of these two places, either the Get Started or the dashboard. When you open your dashboard, you will find under Instance Access, you will get your IP address, and there's a copy button so you can copy it, and the username. So you can then open that in a terminal. I'm using a bogus IP address here, but you would open it in the terminal using your credentials that you have over here. Go to the dashboard, and on the dashboard you will see this screen, and as long as you are purple on the top here, that means your machine is free. We click on instances, and then you will only have one instance. Now you've got a few buttons on the top. You can stop, reboot, and start. Just be careful. The terminate button is used to destroy the VM. We want to run a web server on this, and specifically the Apache web server. To do that, you need to open the port 80 on the Oracle firewall so that it can connect to your server. The server, you will get the details. I'll show you that now. So we need to click here. Once you're in here, you need to go to the Add Security list. Now you need to click on this link here. This is going to give you all the ports that are currently open on the server. And you can see I've already opened port 80. In your case, you will go here and you will add an ingress rule. So you will specify 0.0.0.0-0. You will leave all the source ports open, and you will specify the outgoing port as 80, and you can give it a description. So once you've given it a description, you'll click on Add Ingress Rules, and then you should have this record here, web page. Now your server is ready to use. Please click the like button and also subscribe to this channel to help this channel grow. Have a look in the comments. Click on the Show More link so that you can see what other videos we have in this series of training courses. Thank you for that.